want to know, one of the Wilkerson dudes might want to head down to the courthouse and see what's going on. Broadcasting something. Give me a second to get it tuned in.
Don't trust the army. They don't care what happens to us. They're turning us out in the goddamn street. For all I know, this is all their fault.
All right, lady, that's enough. Off the river.
What do you suppose that was about?
Don't know, but I think I want to find out. I'm headed out.
Okay, watch yourself out there.
All due respect, Your Honor, we're stretched too thin as it is. You got half my guys guarding the dispensary instead of out there pushing these things back.
I understand the difficulties, Sheriff, but I don't know what you expect me to do about it. We only have so many trained officers left, and I'm not comfortable with the prospect of arming civilians for this kind of work.
If you'd let me start training them,
We'll discuss this later, Sheriff. We have a visitor. Welcome. I suppose you've heard our broadcasts? Well, it's all true. We have a safe, secure society here, governed by the rule of law. Walk with me. I'll explain.
You have a society? I'm sorry. What exactly happened to the United States while I wasn't looking?
Look around. We're facing a disaster of unprecedented scale. We have no way of knowing how widespread it is, or how long it will take federal authorities to respond. Until they do, we have to look out for ourselves. It may not be the most constitutionally traditional succession, but it's all we have.
All we have. The army's camped just across the river.
Yes, and other than vaguely threatening radio broadcasts, they've made no attempt to contact us or provide relief efforts to the civilian government. Meanwhile, ordinary citizens like yourselves are living in fear. Fear of the dead. Fear of the criminal element that sees this as an opportunity to prey on their fellow man. Fear of the uncertain future of our nation. But it doesn't have to be that way. And of course, all firearms will be surrendered. Only duly appointed law enforcement officers are allowed to go armed.
Right. Well, thanks for the offer. But we're doing just fine on our own. And I'm damn sure not surrendering my weapon when the streets are full of flesh-eating dead people.
I'm very sorry to hear that. We'd certainly prefer it if people joined us freely, before the issue has to be forced.
Is that a threat?
Just a reminder that the Wild West doesn't last forever.
Don't take it personal. She's under a lot of strain. We're penned in pretty good by these things, and like you might have heard, we're short-handed. Tell you what, help me clear some of these problem areas out, and I'll vouch for you. Put in a good word, maybe set up some kind of trade arrangement.
I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
Thanks to the brave actions of our Trumbull County Sheriff's deputies, the lawless elements that plague the rest of the valley have been kept out of Marshall. Let this be a lesson to those Wilkerson boys and anyone else who would prey on their fellow survivors. The law still reigns in Marshall.
Home right now.
Yeah?
Alan just shot Pastor Will.
Jesus. I'm on my way.
This is bullshit. We're just trying to survive out here. You can't kill us for that.
Uncle Sam would seem to disagree with you there. Our orders are to evict squatters with lethal force if they resist. You resisted, so just let us go. I got kids, man. And yet you're out here, violating quarantine, unlawfully occupying people's homes. Great parenting.
Look, we're sorry, right? We're just trying to get by, same as everybody.
You got 30 seconds to get out of my sight. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Jesus. This is about the biggest crock of horse shit ever.
We're done here, Sergeant. Tell your men to prep for evac and RTB.
Yes, ma'am. Why don't you make yourself useful and go babysit those two?
Hello? Time to move on. I'm loaded up. See you back at base.
We'll see you soon.
Nice. Anybody home?
What you want?
Why don't you come with me? We've got room.
Really? My God, thank you. Thought for sure we were gonna die out here.
Nice. We're clear. I'm lucky they didn't hear that. Sit tight. I'm bringing this stuff home.
Roger that. We'll be waiting.
What did those soldiers want anyways?
That beats the hell out of me. They just showed up, dragged us out onto the street, and sent in those guys in hazmat suits. Started taking a bunch of samples and talking about infection vectors and a bunch of shit I didn't understand. I think that woman was in charge, Captain Montresor or something. Not like she even looked at us.
How's it going? How's it going?
I'm almost there. Found this while I was out.
What you got?
Oh, you know, stuff. Make yourselves at home.
Thanks. You don't know what this means to us.
Bitch all you want, you know I'm right. None of you had the stones to do what had to be done.
Oh, fuck you and your noble murder bullshit! You don't go shooting people without at least consulting the fucking rest of us!
We don't know he was going to die, Alan.
The hell we didn't. Everybody who gets this black fever shit ends up dead sooner than later. You know that.
You still should have talked to the rest of us first.
We sit around talking about our feelings all day, and then what? He turns when nobody's looking, eats 3 of us before we put him down?
What about me, Alan? Do I need to start sleeping with one eye open?
Start getting sicker, and maybe.
I think I caught something. It's that Cleo person again, but a lot fainter. Listen.
This is Cleo. Order derived. Rusio Angels 40, 10 mics. Pause at 11 Tango Mike Papa 25 Delta 05 Papa.
I keep hearing it every few minutes, but the number of mics is getting lower. I think it's a countdown. I'll tell you when it gets to 0. Unless it's like a nuke or something, then you'll know.
Son of a bitch. You just can't trust anybody to know their shit around here these days, you know?
I'm cool with that. Shit. At this rate, I'd settle for a slingshot. Better luck finding ammo for it, at least.
Listen to this. I recorded it a little while ago.
We gotten ourselves into a jam.
Sounds like they're in a bad spot. Might want to offer them a hand. Have you got the location?